And US President Donald Trump told reporters that the war against Iran was moving very rapidly. And this as Iran's new leader, Mujtaba Khamenei, addressed the country, vowing that Tehran will avenge the blood of its martyrs. Well, Trump said that US military is unsurpassed and called Iran a nation of terror and hate, suggesting that it is paying a big price. Listen to this.
Situation with Iran is moving along very rapidly. It's doing very well. Our military is unsurpassed. There's never been anything like it. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And we're doing what has to be done. Should have been done during a 47-year period. Could have been done by a lot of different people. They chose not to do it. But they really are a nation of terror and hate. And they're paying a big price right now.
Well, Trump has given mixed signals in recent days about the progress of the war, saying that US had won against Iran and that it could end very soon, but also insisting on the need to fight on. Now, he did not directly respond to comments made by Iran's new leader, Mujtaba Khamenei, vowing revenge and saying that Iran must keep a chokehold on the Strait of Hormuz. Now, on the other hand, US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has said that the cost of Iran war was not something to worry about. His comments came as the Pentagon reported that US spent $11.3 billion in the first week of the war. In a Sky News interview, Bessent outright rejected the prospect that a specific price point would prompt President Trump to reconsider the conflict and think of it as unaffordable.
Again, that $11 billion is a lot of money, but we have cushions built in, and it's not something that we have to worry about over this horizon.
Well, in the meantime, U.S. Central Command has said that a KC-135 refueling aircraft, it crashed in western Iraq during Operation Epic Fury. CENTCOM said that the incident involved another aircraft and that took place in a friendly airspace. It explained that the crash was not due to hostile or friendly fire and that the second aircraft was able to land safely. CENTCOM said that the rescue efforts were on to recover the crew of the aircraft, although their condition remains unknown. The crash marks the fourth U.S. aircraft loss in Iran war after 3 F-15s were shot down by friendly fire over Kuwait. Now, contrary to this, Iran's military has taken responsibility, suggesting that an allied group in Iraq had downed the aircraft with the missile, killing all its crew. In a post on X, the Speaker of Iran's parliament, MB Ghalibaf, said that American families deserved to know why Trump was sacrificing their sons and daughters to advance Netanyahu's expansionist delusions. And to unpack this further, we're joined on the broadcast by Dr. Zohreh Kharazmi. She's an assistant professor at American Studies Department, University of Tehran. Dr. Kharazmi, thank you so much for joining us. Let me begin with the situation inside Iran after nearly 2 weeks of sustained American and Israeli airstrikes. How severe is the damage on the ground, and how are ordinary Iranians coping with the disruptions and uncertainty, and particularly at a time when there has also been a transition in leadership?
Yes, thank you for inviting me. Actually, Americans did this act of aggression against Iran and also the Israelis. And they had a sort of happy pass in mind that they are assassinating the supreme leader. They are bringing people uprisings against the Islamic Republic. And they are just doing a sort of overcoming the country and finishing the war in a blitzkrieg sort of short war. But they were not ready for the counteragencies that happened. First of all, the new supreme leader came to work, and Islamic Republic indicated that it's much stronger and most institutionalized than Americans ignorantly are thinking. The second was that not only the people came to the street, but it was the right crowd. It was not the opposition, but it was a high solidarity of millions of people who were indicating their support and backing the Islamic Republic. And as you mentioned, today, that's the Quds Day, not only for supporting Palestine, but also to indicating their solidarity with the new leader for the Islamic Republic. Millions came to streets. But every single night during these 2 weeks, people, after feasting their fast, because you know it's Ramadan in Iran, so they came to the main squares of their cities and towns, chanting death to America, chanting death to Israel, chanting for the revenge, and indicating that Iran is committed to the integrity and the retaliation.
Right.
So I think that even in military side, it's very significant that using missiles and drones, comparing to the compilation of the very developed ammunition that Americans had brought to the region and Israelis have in hand, but at the upper side, they have the upper hand, Iran has the upper hand, and I give you an evidence to you that the interceptions of the United States and Israel is so badly damaged that the early warning to Israel from 15 to 10 minutes has reduced to 1 to 2 minutes. So it's because in GCC countries, these intercepts are badly damaged.